Hola, ¿cómo están mi gente? And mi amigas and mi amigos, this is Tasmia. This video is a special request video, and I'm doing this video because um, I'm seeing a lot of videos that pertain to people like me. And for one, it's not my people that are talking about it. It's not my grouping, my socializing of people that's talking about it. So being I have the mouthpiece and being just me, I want to talk about it. First of all, I want to say I'm so proud of everything that I stand for. I'm so proud. And you know, when I think about it, it makes me water up because my pride is so strong. I'm so proud to be everything that I am. A Latino in America. I'm so proud to be a transsexual Latino. I'm so proud to be a Latino that has African in her bloodstream. I'm proud to be a Latino who's mixed. I love it all. You know, let me first of all talk about this. This is what I want to first talk about. And this is my Puerto Rican flag, for those of you who do not know. And let me just get you familiar with my flag. You know, mi bandera. Let me get you familiar with it. This flag has so much symbolism to it. I remember when I was a little child, and I used to look up at this flag. And at first, you know, it reminds me a lot of the American flag. But at the same time, I knew it was different. And I would just always ask questions. And the person I used to always ask questions to was my grandma, my abuelita. She knew a lot. Although she was a Cuban exile, she knew a lot about the Puerto Rican cultura. She knew a lot about it. And I want to say that, first of all, the star. The star is such a beautiful, beautiful symbol. And I just want to say that I love this flag so much. This five-pointed star stands for the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico. This blue equilateral triangle, each point represents the three branches of government. The three red stripes it's the symbol of the blood that feeds each government party. And the two white stripes, this will give me chills every time I think about it, is the symbolism for the freedom of man and the freedom for individuality. And that's why I really, this flag is something that I hold so high. You know, growing up, I want to say I grew up in a mixed household. You know, my father is the Puerto Rican native. You know, oh my God, my father, I love him so much. You know, growing up, he was in, he was out. But now recently, I'm jumping the gun, but I want to just get into this. You know, my mother is a mixed person. You know, my mother is mixed with Somali. She's mixed with German, Irish, and Indian. And she was raised by her mother, who was the German, Irish, and Indian. Okay? Now, my grandmother didn't raise, being that she's not African American, being that she wasn't black, she didn't raise my aunties and uncles or my mother the black way. You know, they raised my uncles and aunties and uncles their way. So my mother, it was always instilled in her history, her Indian history. You know, my grandmother instilled in them, and to this day, like I said, I'm so with the Cherokee Indian history. I know so much about it because my grandmother taught us, and my cousin can speak the language very good. I know how to say a few alphabets in it. That's it. But I don't know how to, talk. My cousin can talk. He can really do some communication with it. But, my mother, she raised us the same. My brothers and my sisters, we all don't have the same dad. Me and my young brother, we share the same father. So we share the same blood. We share the same mother. We share the same blood. We share the same experiences, I think, in America, being a mixed Latino. The whole purpose of this video, and I know I only have 10 minutes. Forgive me if I'm like scattering everywhere. But the whole purpose of me making this video is that a lot of black people, or should I say a lot of African American people, that means you have ancestry, direct link ancestry of Africa. And your ancestors were slaves in America, which, by the way, my grandfather, who's the one that has African blood in him, he was not a slave in America. Neither was his ancestors were slaves in America. They came to America voluntarily from East Africa, Somalia to be exact. But, I'm seeing these videos where they're talking about people are black and they're not claiming they're black, and people are this but they're saying they're not, or people who are this but regardless they're still black, and then they're trying to say there's DNA, and I'm just thinking like, okay, it's just weird to me that these are African American people making these videos. Let an Afro-Latino make the video. Let a black person who's biracial make the video, who's proud of both of their ancestry. I will never turn down one of my ancestry or one of my ethnicities for the other. The reason why I say I'm Latino and Hispanic and I proudly represent that is because the old saying is you are what your father is. On top of that, I was born in Puerto Rico. I have family in Loíza. I got family in Carolina. I got family in Bayamón. I got family in Fajardo. I got family in Aguadilla. I got family in Mayagüez. I got family in Ponce. I got family all over. Not to forget Condado, or not to forget Miramar, or not to forget, San Juan, the capital of the place of my beautiful, beautiful home. I cannot forget that. I will not deny that. And I will say this too. I don't deny my African ancestry either, because look at my skin. One thing that being a Latino in America has taught me, or should I say a mixed Latino in America, that taught me, is that being Latino or being Hispanic is not the color of your skin. It's not how you dress. It's not how you talk. It's not your lengua. It's not your persona. It's not nothing like that. What makes you Latino is your heritage, is your connection to your ancestry, your cultura. There's like so many countries. There's so many Latin American countries, so many people who identify as Latino Hispanic. And I learned that we come in different shapes and sizes, just like white people do, just like Asian people do, just like, black people do. You come in different shapes and sizes and colors. Same thing with Latinos and Hispanics. And like I said, I'm proud, baby. My card says I'm Hispanic and Latino, and I will never deny any part of me. Like I said, it's just it amazes me that people. Okay, I got a minute left. Okay, 10 minutes. I wanted more than 2 minutes to talk about this, but it just amazes me that people who are talking about this are not even Latino or Hispanic. Let a Dominican, let a Puerto Rican, let a Panamanian, let a Mexican, let Guatemalan, let a Honduran, let people who know about the culture stand up and talk about it. Who is Afro-Latina? Who is mixed? Let us talk about it. Don't you talk about it, because you know nothing about it. If I come to you and I tell you to tell me what my flag stands for, you couldn't tell me. If I come to you and I tell you what's my main meal, you couldn't tell me. If I tell you what is the biggest religion in my country or on my island, you couldn't tell me. But you sit up on YouTube and you want to talk about me or us. I just, God bless all of you. And like I said, I'm proud